It was a long life I lived here in South Gunning. I saw many good people here. Some turned out to be fakers, but mostly I was friends with our kind of men, if you know my meaning. So, at some point, our little town started to grow, and many new people came, buying houses and building their lives here. It was fine and dandy till we started noticing a change. There was this weird feeling that the time you had on hand was not in your control. And that feeling is still here. It is not a blip in my conscience. Unfortunately, this feeling only grows. No matter how precise you are with your schedule, whether you are planning big plans or just sitting in your garden reading some book, sleeping or staying awake, running or being quiet and still, the more you live, the more you feel with your entire being that you never have enough time. Where did it go? The time! I had it. I had the whole day in front of me, and then poof! It is evening. And you ask yourself, and sometimes even others, how this can be happening. Am I the only one lacking time? You listen to people, and it becomes frightfully obvious that we are all being robbed all the time of our, well, time. Of course, all these scientists and all the smarts came up with some theories seemingly verified by the scientific method and such. Some say that it is our brain having issues with processing information, so it feels like there is less time because brain data is squeezed and time perception shrinks with it. Others say that due to the constant bombardment of our attention by all kinds of electronics, artificial social networks, and the breaking of traditional ways of life, such as the life of a farmer, our natural sense of time has become distorted. They are all on something here, but I know the truth. I know who steals our time. No, it is not a system. It is not our wrong choices, no, no. It is a person, or even a group of people. They live among us, and they steal our time. But before, just bluntly pointing at them and saying that's all their fault, which you wouldn't believe without knowing the details, not understanding the subtle and intricate plan these time thieves managed to plot against us. I wish to explain how exactly it works. Then you'll see for yourself why it is certainly them. You cannot put time in a bag. You cannot keep it somewhere and then use it for your needs as a spare pair of shoes. So, how do you steal something like that? To understand that, we need to look for something that has similar qualities but can be stolen. The qualities we are looking for are the following. You can spend it, and you can trade it. You cannot touch, see, or hear it, but you can measure it. It profoundly affects everything in the universe, and it is unstoppable. It is energy. You'd say that we can see electric energy, but no. We see the result of energy being applied, but we cannot see it, only its effects. How do you steal it? We have many ways. We can find it, store it in batteries, or put it for later use. You have probably batteries in your pocket, in your phone, and in your car. But how can you do the same with time? In the same way, magnetic fields. They use artificial mass contained for a limited area. This way, it doesn't suck in everything. It is most likely some kind of micro black hole that is the size of a phone. Such mass squeezes time. The closer you get to its magnetic field, the more time it sucks out of you. And that's all to it. Simple and efficient. So, who is behind this time-stealing business? Who has the biggest magnetic products that are the size of a phone? Those newcomers, especially the gray ones. I know they are hiding something, wearing all that gray cloth. I never saw them in green or red, not even black. Gray. They bought many places here, opened businesses, and they put commercials written in their language in our town, as if they already conquered this town. And I'm afraid they did. So, they usually buy properties with big basements, and typically, they are in the business of selling electronics like toys, kitchenware, and stolen phones. Of course, they wouldn't admit that. We didn't have so many of those shops before, but now they are on every corner. And almost all of them have similar names, something like Ayik's Electronics and stuff. My God, I'm tired of seeing their blindingly bright signboards and smelling their spices on the streets of our town. Why then doesn't the government do anything about it? Don't they know? Of course they do. But the government is always after us. They want to replace us with these obedient sheepheads from the East, so they can take away our freedom, our land, and our ownership of any property. You will have nothing, and you will be grateful to the government for that. I'm a free man. I want my time back. I will not be waiting until they come after me to put me into one of their prisons. They already have too many laws that require me to do all kinds of things, like jabbing your shoulder to track you. But I have a simple and efficient solution as well. I own not one gun, but many. I got myself a collection while I could. So now I'm very much ready to protect my freedom and my town from this scum. And here I'm finishing this message, so you know why I did what I did, and don't judge me, no matter what the news tells you. They will tell you that I'm sick in the head, that I didn't take my medicine, and that I was just a mad gunman. Don't trust them. They always lie to get more power over you. I do it for freedom. I do it for you too, my fellows. Enjoy your time!